mine, though.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Why, hello.
Welcome to Above Table.
Hello.
We meet again.
I'm your Dungeon Master, Sky. Oh, I forgot to do this before we went live, because this looks really cool. I don't want you guys to see it, but it blocks Corinne's face.
Rude.
And that is unacceptable.
Wow.
There. I saw that. I was like, oh, well, that can't stay there, but hey, it looks cool in the meantime. We are in the final few episodes of our Windfall campaign. Heading towards a grand finale.
This is so heartbreaking.
I know. We've been working on this campaign for a couple years now. The same crew and pretty consistent all the way through.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. When do campaigns actually finish? Hardly ever. But we're gonna finish one.
Ski.
Yes.
It's like I feel ready, but not at the same time.
A few Warlock packs were made to make sure this campaign
Yes.
Yeah.
It might sound sad, but we're gonna probably be doing more things with these characters because we're still only level 10. There's more growth. There's little mini stories that we can tell for each individual person and move on from there. So you won't be seeing the last of these fine characters just in this particular exact setting for this particular exact story.
There's more sweet story juice.
More story juices.
Stout.
That
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. And you all can
Hey man, I could have said thick sods and stuff. There was all sorts of manner of like more wrongness I could have gone with that.
Then you said it anyway. So
You're welcome.
being that we're in the final chapters, I'm going to be explaining things a little more thoroughly as we go, especially inside jokes or previous NPCs, giving brief little histories on things. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but just a little more context than we have done in previous episodes because we're in the finale. So if you want to get caught up with stuff, you can on our YouTube page. You can watch all those episodes, but that's a lot. So I'm going to be sprinkling little contextual things in as we go. We have some players. Let's introduce our players.
Hi. I'm Kaylee, and my character is Katinka Inga Borgovina. No. She's a tiefling sorceress.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Amy. I play Roe. She is a Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger. A soul knife rogue. It's like you can never remember.
Yeah.
There's a lot of labels in this party.
Sorry, John.
You're fine. I was like, she's not done. Hi, I'm John. I play Valgun, the half-elf Paladin of Bahamut, who seeks justice in all things.
You missed half your character though.
That's true. He is also a dragon-blooded sorcerer.
Hi, my name is Duke, and
Your name is Dexter.
Well, my name is Dexter, and I play Duke, who is a Shadowkai Echo Knight fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, indeed, that's right. Indeed.
Revised version 3.
Yeah. And you almost wanted to say it anyway because it felt right.
Oh no, it was cinematic. I did it on purpose.
All right.
It was for theatrical effect.
Excellent.
Hello, everyone. My name is Corinne, and I play the Warforged monk Leina.
I didn't make a super cut because you say it exactly so perfectly every time.
Do it.
And
We're
it's
just
so
like
tidy.
Do it.
every time you said that.
Do it.
The tidiest.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric, and I am playing Armonde of the House Shiona. He is a Damphir, a wizard enchanter with just a dash of Artificer.
Fabulous. And I'm Sky. I'll be playing your Dungeon Master today, and also all the other characters. So that's the fun part. I will probably not do the voices the same because that's what I do.
Fun game for those of you at
reminiscent.
home. Go and find the changes.
Yes. So the history
Spot
of
the difference.
the evolving Days voice is the best one.
That one's
Yeah,
my
Days
favorite.
is all over.
Days is all over the place.
Or Irish, or Scottish.
There's been all kinds of things.
It'd be worth a little time lapse.
Yeah, so let's jump into Above Table.
You need time.
I didn't unmute quite in time for you to say. I think it'll pick up balls.
I snuck a balls in there.
You snuck balls
For
in
the
there?
children at home, we apologize to your parents.
I apologize for nothing.
Hey, this has been tagged adults only.
It is adults only.
That's true.
Even though we're a bunch of children. So, previously on Windfall, the Sunless Sky, thrust together by fate and unity within the mercenaries of the Jupiter Elite, earning several ranks, doing good things around the city, happened upon a plot by a former politician of Windfall, Melethor, who used to reside outside the city and had a heavy hand in the functionings of the city. Starting to see some nefarious activities like making soup out of people and installing mind-wiped slaves in positions of power and a bunch of other nefarious deeds, decided Melethor is probably not a good dude. Quickly making enemies with him, though not interacting with him directly all that much until recently. Started to dismantle the influence he had on the city a piece at a time. One faction at a time. They went through solving problems along the way, but also earning the respect of every faction in the city and helping to recreate a central government for Windfall. Helping to choose its leadership and the way that Windfall will function going forward, which what used to be a fractured city between regions, a lawless city without allegiance to any particular nation, a city where you could find any vice and creature comfort for a price. Well, you still can, but there's a little more civility, a little more normality of what you would expect from a city of this size, and a little more unity. You elected Venwick to be the leader of the city. Since then, you also decided to interact directly with this fabled being called the Onyx, which you started to hear more and more about, a being that Melethor himself was trying to utilize for his own purposes. The Onyx was contained within a black prison stone, along with half of the inhabitants of the city from a generation past. Several generations past, as they were imprisoned for about 1,000 years previously to your intervention. Locating this prison stone, you managed to acquire the means and materials, namely in 7 dragon heart stones, which you stole from Melethor very early on, which made him quite angry.
Hell yeah.
But visiting the Onyx Stone the first time, made some connections, found some elements that will help you re-imprison the Onyx without the inhabitants of Windfall, so that you don't have to let loose a being of eternal rage and shadow right in the middle of the city. You were successful in reintegrating the city with its former inhabitants, as well as re-imprisoning the Onyx in a seemingly much more stable, much smaller, and much less crowded prison stone.
Solitary confinement's a bitch.
Yes. Along the way, Katinka, you managed to find a little bit about your history, your clockwork nature, your grandmother who had a really particularly coincidental knowledge of your coming to visit her. Roe connected with her shadow nature a little bit more. Found connection through a bow that was given to her. Valgun led the charge in a lot of ways and found a lot of purpose, being that that's what he set out to do, found a place for himself within this charge, and connected with Bahamut even more in the process. Duke discovered quite a bit about himself, which is weird because he's normally used to not knowing that much about himself. And in so doing, discovered that the Raven Queen might not have been as a beneficial element in his life as he thought, and decided to abandon her. Or, more accurately, made her choose to abandon him.
As I abandoned.
Leina remembered a little bit more about who she was. Plagued by a lifelong amount of amnesia, managed to have a bit of reconnection with her former self, which she has now access to, and reconnect with some former friends and more than friends.
Yeah.
Armonde managed to escape the clutches of being one of Melethor's thralls with the help of everyone else, and earned the trust back of his fellow comrades through deed instead of talk, which is not something he's used to.
When he says revenge, I just say redemption. Redemption.
As well as rekindle a relationship with your sister and have in front of you the opportunity to reclaim your family's throne up in the dynasty. Together, as the Sunless Sky, you have in front of you the fight for the city, as Melethor has put together a army of mutant gnolls that before he lost the Dragonheart Stones and their elemental power, he had constructed quite a number of. Presumably, he still has gnolls, but maybe they're not quite as infused with elemental power as they would have been.
Oops.
But his plans to attack the city firm and known. Scouts and other information that Daze and Venwick have acquired have positioned them to be attacking imminently. There's still some preparations to make. There's still some choices to be made in the next few days before the attack, but troops are on the move. And Melethor will be at the door of Windfall any day. Ro,
Yeah.
you're in Dwenfield.
Oh, fuck. That's right.
Sorry.
Yes.
Balls.
You have just arrived. It is late evening. Mikhail and Nayla are standing there with you. Nayla says, so, I guess you were going north then?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know who that was. That was not Ro.
Yeah, I'm going north.
Oi! I hit the road. Ro pretends to be someone else once she's in Dwenfield.
No one can know I was here.
Yeah.
Hood goes up. You're just like, no one knows me.
Top of the morning, Governor. I mean, yeah, there's going to be like a big battle or whatever. Do you want to come with us?
Mikhail says, unfortunately, we should really keep tracking Tormont. Wish you could come with us. You're fucking sneaky as shit.
Oh, don't tempt me. That seems very exciting. I'm not going to lie. No, I have to. And I have to go be a hero of Windfall.
Well, Tormont proves to be pretty slippery, and Nayla pipes up like, yeah, it's not entirely a foregone conclusion that we'll find him immediately. Perhaps it'll take a little while, so once you're finished with your battle up there, send us a message. Maybe we could use your help.
That's so optimistic. Yeah, fuck yeah. Absolutely. Windfall's going to be super fine.
You're good in a fight, and we've got our own fight down here. I'm sorry we can't help you with yours, but
That's all right.
I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Great, like, stealing with you. That was really very, very delightful. Much a pleasure.
Mikhail's like, yeah, you are like the second best thief I've ever seen.
That is a little offensive.
She just tosses the blink dagger in her hand, and then kind of salutes you off, and they start heading south towards Dresden City.
All right, fuck.
So you're about 8 hours at your speed
Oh shit! Really?
from Windfall. And it is late. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Can I rent a horse that I can run to death to get up there?
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a stable owner. He's kind of like shutting things down, kind of putting signs up as you walk up.
Oi.
I'm sorry, about to close.
I need to rent a horse.
You look familiar. Have I seen you before?
I mean, probably. My family are merchants. We pass through, all kinds of cities.
Oh, maybe I know your brother. I'm sorry. Yes, I could. What kind of horse do you need? Something to carry things or go real fast?
No, I would like your fastest horse.
All right.
Friends and family discount, yeah?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. That is a 17.
17?
Yeah.
All right, that's this one. So it'll be one way then. It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, my name is Cheesy McGee. You gotta drop this guy off. His name is Cheddar. He's a bit of a big boy, but he's fast.
All right. I believe you, and I pay when I deliver him. Yeah.
No, you
Perfect.
pay me now, and then you just give the note to
that's fair.
the
That's
next
just
stable to be
wise.
bring back. Yeah, that's because they have to pay. You know how it works.
No, that's wise. That's wise. How much is for?
We'll get 10 gold for the day.
Holy shit! 10 golds.
I mean,
can it be
it's-
like 9 gold? I mean, friends and family.
I really already gave you a good discount there. I'm
right.
sorry. It's not what I can do any more than
All
that.
right, here's 10 gold.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, no, thank you. What is your name?
Cheesy McGee.
Oh, that's right.
It's a nickname, but I started going by it a few decades ago.
Well, Cheesy McGee. Thank you for Cheddar.
You're welcome.
I'm going to take him, and I'm going to run by Nat's and see if Nat is in his shop really quickly.
Yeah, so yeah.
Shopping episode.
You roll by Nats. It's closed, but you know the knock.
I would hope so. Excellent. Which I do.
And you hear...
Oh my goodness, what are you doing here?
Shh, don't let people know.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Come in.
I'm just passing through from the fucking Shadowfell.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh my god, that was fucking
You ever
crazy.
find that mind flayer, Brain?
No, you know what? That's a whole story, Nat.
Oh, right.
That's a whole story. It was a misunderstanding. It was
Okay,
my
well.
mind flayer brain, but a friend. It doesn't matter. I am about to go be a hero of Windfall,
Fuck yeah.
and I would like some better armor. Do you have any cool fucking armor? I'm sorry I didn't call ahead so that we could discuss what that might be.
Well, let me.
But I have a little room and I'm very squishy. I would like maybe it's a medium armor.
Medium armor?
I would love some medium armor if it can be a +1 and/or magic. That would be great, Nat.
That's highly specific. Let me see what I got.
Amazing. Sorry. Because Nat will have something cool. While he's
Roll-
gone, I'm going to look
I'm going to
around.
have you roll an investigation check for this.
Ooh, okay. Better than Oh, that is an 8.
An 8?
Man, I'm so sorry. If you called ahead, maybe I would have had something prepared, or we
No.
could have talked about it a little bit
That
more.
is
But
fair. I appreciate you checking.
no, it's
that.
okay. But hey, it's really good to see you. I do have. I mean, I have something for you.
Do you have some? I don't know.
And he hands you a potion.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! What does it do?
It's a potion of invisibility.
Amazing. Okay, I will take that. Do you have any other ones?
That's all. I mean, that's all I have on hand. I mean, you know me. I'm more into gems, so I got.
know, you're a
I got other
specialist.
things, but
Thank you.
No, it's okay. It's great to see you.
Oh my gosh, so good to see you.
Sorry, you can't stay for a drink or anything. Or?
No, I have. One drink.
He's like, all right. And he brings out 2 glasses. Boop, boop. To Windfall.
To Windfall. All right.
All right, we
I
drank.
will see you. And she's going to book it out of town. Get
All
on the
right.
horse and.
I forgot,
leave.
Nat is a little white-haired goblin, right?
Yes.
He's a little white-haired goblin, and he's quite eccentric, as you can see, and an old friend of Rose from her hometown, which is Dwenfield, which is where she is. All right, so you take off on Cheddar.
All right. Ahoy, Cheddar.
All right. So, yeah, it cuts that 8-hour down to 3 hours.
Oh, good. I say nice things to Cheddar. the whole way there. I compliment him on how what a good boy he is.
And he's like,
I know you're doing so good. Fucking get it. One
you
more.
still have speak with animals up because you haven't slept.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh, thanks. You're much nicer than my last owner.
All right, push it to the end. Push it to
right,
the
here we
end,
go, here we go,
Cheddar.
here we go, here we go.
Oh, you're so strong. Ah!
like skids into a stable at the front of Windfall. A couple of guards see you there, like,
Hey, who goes there?
Oh, I'm a hero of Windfall here, and she'll toss him 2 gold. Take care of that horse. He is the champion. He's the world racer, and she's just gonna walk by.
He starts like,
I recognize you. Sorry, miss. Yep. I mean, the city's getting ready to be on lockdown, as you know, so we'll just had to keep an eye on things.
Hate being recognized. Fuck.
so you work your
Change
way
cities.
back into Windfall, into the Perseverance Plaza district. And right outside of the main bar overdrive, there is the gatehouse that'll take you down to your chambers.
I'm off. That's what I do.
And in there you
go
see
straight there.
Kid and Sid.
Hello, ma'am. You didn't go down with everyone else. We were a little worried.
Yeah, no, I got, you would not believe where I was.
I'm sure I won't, because every time you guys
I
tell
was
us
in
where
the
you-
Shadowfell. It was
Holy
fucking crazy.
fucking shit.
I didn't know it was like a real world, but it's like a whole nother world. I thought it was like, like a myth or something.
All right, so the twins, Kid and Sid, identical, let you go down in the large elevator shaft that takes you to the lower city of Felwind, which is the massive chamber underneath the city that has the sort of undercity, the second city. You make your way back to the Sunless Sky Citadel, or the Sunless Citadel, and it is very late, and everyone is currently sleeping. But they're there.
All right. Is anything new in here? Have they brought anything new? Is there anything exciting that maybe they left a potion somewhere, like out on
Big
the table
carved
with a note
statues
from
of us is pretty
Bro?
awesome.
Not that you know of.
Okay, great. Well,
You do see a familiar female Shadar Kai sleeping on the couch.
oh shit.
We have a lot of NPCs now
Yeah.
crashing here. So.
Oh yeah, I guess they're...
Another vampire.
Yeah, another vampire in the belfry.
All right, yeah. So there's a number of presences that you might not notice right away, but you do see Alondra.
Oh shit.
We have Alondra couch surfing.
Yeah.
That's the only room left.
Oh shit. What do I do?
Fresh rebel. She didn't want to be in an inn.
What do I do? Fuck.
Kind of hard to keep that air of mystique though going like in that situation.
Ro's gonna poke her a little bit.
Okay. She kind of wakes up like,
What the fuck are you doing here?
It's a very long story. I'm no longer who I sort of lost.
Do you remember who I
got
am?
laid
Do you
off.
know who
Okay.
I am?
Yes, I remember you.
Oh, okay, all
Shadow
right.
touched crazy cat lady. Yes.
That is rude.
Okay. Well, you sacrificed weird things like roses and things like that, but it was very nice. It was very kind. But
Yeah, you're welcome.
a little.
Why are you here? Did you get bamped here like out of the blue? Because that's what happened to me.
Well, it's not out of the blue per se. More of just was completing my job with Duke, and I ended up completing my job entirely. I sort of got laid off.
Oh, fuck that. Oh,
Yeah.
but you're
Raven Queen is a
unemployed.
little
You're going
upset.
to, now you get to fight the war with us, yeah.
Hooray!
Congratulations. We're very good. You'll be fine. All
It's
right.
you haven't spoken to Duke yet because you haven't been here.
No, not yet.
He's in a bit of a rough place since you last saw him. The Raven Queen has decided to exile him and me.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. It seems that she was under the impression that she had ordered Duke to kill the Onyx. Duke, of course, doesn't remember this because what the fuck does Duke ever remember?
Oh, that is fair.
And when he simply imprisoned the Onyx, it angered the Queen because for some reason she had it in her head that she had ordered him to kill him.
Shit.
Feels very
feels
very
like, eating
like
like popcorn.
trappy, kind of under the bus, sort of gaslighting kind of bullshit.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
That is. Oh. Are you going to get like smoted or something for talking like that?
We're going one day at a time so far.
So far, we have no job. So that's where we are presently.
All right, freeloading. That's okay. I respect that.
Well, you have a very nice couch.
Well, all right.
It's got like little doilies on it. Like it's perfectly immaculately clean.
Well, everything's just so, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lena likes a tidy house.
Jerry's
It's
been
not
getting into
me.
decorating.
Yeah.
It's not me. Yeah.
No, it's Jerry, Larry, Gary, and Steve that have outfitted the house entirely, perfectly homemade.
Ro's just gonna be like, all right, well, fuck, thank you for the heads up. Oh my god. Imagine what I could have said. All right, sorry for waking you up.
Oh, it's quite all right. I'm not sleeping very well anyway. Not because of the accommodations, just because, life.
That is fair. Well, I'm gonna let you sit here and mull about your existential crises.
And she sits up for a minute and reaches over and gets a glass of juice that had been set out for her and a few pieces of fruit. I love Larry.
Who's Larry?
One of the robots.
Larry is very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you in the morning. Fucking weird. And Ro's just gonna go.
Quick question: did we let someone else use Ro's bed? Because there's so many people here.
No, I think it was implied
That
that.
would be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows where it is.
Yeah, Liza's in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Just find a full-blooded vampire in your bed.
How did you find this place?
Recently fed.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, Ro's just gonna sit and think for a while because she just rested fairly recently.
Okay.
She'll be up for a little bit. And
All
she'll
right.
think about where she just was. She'll think about the Shadowfell. She'll think about the fact that there's other worlds and that apparently, I don't know what the fuck's happening with Duke. That sounds dramatic. And she'll just think about all the fucking shit. Fighting with Melethor and shit's feeling real.
Okay. As you're sitting there in the quiet, you hear from behind you something come up really close to you. And it's getting closer. Seems like it's trying to be quiet, but it gets kind of right on you, about 2 feet behind you.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm going to, what do I want to do it with? I'm going to do my 2 daggers, and I'm going to pull them out and put them right at whatever it is.
Okay, you see
that's
Steve
behind
there
me.
with some tea, like, oh, sorry, miss. I
Oh.
just thought you might want something as a nightcap. You seem so
And my night
melancholy.
The psychic blades just disappear. Oh, that is so sweet.
It's chamomile.
Oh, that is, what a delight. Oh,
Bic Bic.
what?
It's a little biscuit. I just call them Bic Bics because it's cute.
Oh, no, that is okay. I'm a carnivore. Thank you.
I made meat biscuits. There's a,
Oh, what? Fuck yeah. Do you have more?
yes, I made a whole batch.
I will take them all. Thank you so much. That is so kind.
They go very good in the tea. I'll leave you to it. And he kind of goes back into the kitchen and starts.
Oh, good night. That is so nice. Oh, shit.
You gotta feed
As
that
you're,
scorpion.
As you watch him go back in the kitchen,
100% feed some to Frank.
How is Frank?
Little buddy Frank, yeah.
he's like,
What a good
"Hey,
boy.
these are great."
Frank, yeah, no, gosh, you're so good, Frank. I hope you never die.
Well, I
be
got a
so
real short
sad.
lifespan, so enjoy me while you got me.
Oh, Frank, okay. I'll pretend that you did not say that.
It's all right. I'm middle-aged.
What, already?
I mean,
Fuck.
I still got as much as I've been around to be around, so that's pretty good.
Is he like twice as big as a regular scorpion?
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's a bigger guy. As you're talking to Frank, you hear a voice right next to you. Oh, what a cute scorpion!
I do the same thing.
And without flinching, your daggers go right up to the throat of Tesh, a Shadar Kai.
Oh.
I don't know if you've met before. You saw
She
saw
popped
briefly.
in and took a memory, I think, from the dragon or from the Lich or something like that. But it was so brief. I don't know if she would recognize her.
So Tesh stands there, kind of looks you over, just with the daggers up next to her throat.
Who the fuck are you? I'm going to kill you.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tesh. I am of the court of mysteries, right, Duke?
Oh, God, there's more.
Tesh was court of mysteries? Yeah.
Dreams, I think.
Or was it dreams?
No, to me it was court of dreams.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, court. Perfect. Court of mysteries, huh?
Yes, and Tesh's chest says to you, you've made a bit of an impression with the Queen. Your work in the Shadowfell was most exemplary.
Oh, what?
You prevented Orcus from getting a further hold and didn't ally yourself immediately with the leadership of Dusk Reach. Queen wants to offer you a job.
Oh, do you think I am a scab?
Well, you do things for money.
Are you?
It would be a paid position.
How much do you pay? What is the job? How much do you pay?
Let's just say the needs you may have will be met.
I don't think you understand what that means. What kind of job do you want me to like?
Starting out, you would be lower in the courts, but you would be assigned some important things, and you already have the weapon for it. I know. I made it myself.
This is very flattering. Can I call you later after I think about it?
Very well. Don't wait too long. Queen is watching, and she
Oh, that is upsetting.
fades into the shadow.
Rogue has invisibility.
It's like at all times hiding.
Frank, do you think she can still see us?
Who said that?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ro does need to get a long night's rest. So she's gonna, at some point, sleep, but she's gonna just, like, hide.
Okay. So yeah,
Like,
sitting
sleep
with this.
somewhere unusual, invisible.
You should look outside your door. I'm sure there's a long line of NPCs waiting to come talk to you.
Oh, my God. There
So
better not be.
Sitting with your tea and meat biscuits with this
Fuck.
choice to consider.
Duke got fired, and are they offering me Duke's job? Like, what the fuck?
Fast forward to the morning. You all come to consciousness.
I'm making pancakes.
Armonde's making pancakes with his signature bib with the teeth on it.
So it's gonna bite the cook instead of kiss the cook.
What are you guys doing?
Valgun's at the main dining table, and he's got the gold dragon heart, and he's kind of like just kind of fiddling with it while he's sitting there, you know, hasn't really touched his food. And he looks over at Armonde, and he's like, Armonde, what is life?
You know you're talking to the undead. Right?
Sort of. You have a soul.
That is true. I am a half-breed. I would like to believe that life is just a phase, as we have many phases that we go through. So there is a point when, yes, you were born, you experience things, but then when you die, that's the next phase. I'm sort of got like my foot stuck in between two phases.
I've been thinking a lot about what Melethor was using the stones for. And he was creating new forms of life out of life that existed. What if we used them to grant life to something?
He was warping and manipulating life, you know, something that already had a soul, something that already existed, and then he would just make it something different. You want to make something that doesn't have a soul, like an inanimate object, a statue or corpse, and give it life. That's different, but it is possible with the stones. At least a few particularly darker colored ones. Mimosa? Squeeze them myself.
Valgun's gonna mull this over for a little bit.
I'm gonna have a
more
Bloody
people start
Mary
showing
instead.
up.
Okay. Steve comes over and brings some coffee for you. Here's your morning coffee, sir.
Thank you, Steve.
Absolutely.
Steve, do you like your what you're doing here?
I love what I'm doing here. Are you kidding me? Did you see the repair I did on the window?
It's fantastic.
It's very subtle. There was a chip, but this big. Did you really see it, or are you just saying that?
No, I've been paying attention.
That's amazing. No one else seems to. Especially my brothers. But, you know, I'm the tiniest one, so whatever.
What? Are you content, or would you like to do more?
Well, if you want me to do more, I should certainly endeavor to do whatever you ask me to do.
No, but do you want to?
I've really been asked what I want. I wouldn't know how to answer. Just a robot after all. Just cleaning.
Thank you. And just go back to thinking about it for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll insight on Valgun to see what he's thinking.
Okay.
I got an 11. Can I roll with advantage since him and I are bros?
I'm not trying to hide anything, so I am providing no deception.
Okay, so yeah, 11's good enough then. What does he pick up?
Leina is special for Warforged in our world.
Oh, she's so special.
Like, there aren't Warforged with a soul, they don't really exist, correct?
Not that many.
No. What if we could put souls inside the Warforged that we had?
And that's what Duke is picking up?
That's what I'm thinking about. Whatever he interprets on that is... But it's also a being with access to thousands of years of memory now, who has been operating with memory and soul work.
Can I roll on Shook to see if we've ever encountered anything like that before?
Are you guys having this as a conversation? Because I mean, you're rolling insight.
I rolled.
So what I would
insight.
say, with the insight part, like he's not getting information, right?
No,
so
not.
like, what is your
got
face?
information,
Yeah, what is your face saying? Like, what is kind of like the gist of that?
Struggling with a moral quandary.
Okay. So yeah, Duke, you see Valgun struggling with questions more than you pick up anything specific.
Okay. I'll roll over to you then, and I'll be like, "Hey man, you seem like you're having a hard time with a moral dilemma of some kind. What do you got going on?"
I saw that in game.
Yeah, 100%.
That's 100% in game.
You got a little pancake on
100% in game. 100% in game.
Got some mimosa salt on you.
Yeah. The Leina being what she is and Melethor's use of the souls have given me an idea. And I don't know if it's right to do it, but I will need everybody to pull it off if we even try it. But I think we can make Larry, Steve, Gary, all of them like Leina.
When he says that, can I don't know, roll history to see if Shook and I have ever seen anything like that before?
Sure.
Yes, that's a solid no.
And at this point, I'm still cooking.
13.
13.
I'm now delivering a trident pancake, and I'm just
A trident pancake?
yeah.
To me or to?
No, to you. It's yours, and it's even got swirls in as well. You ever done swirls and pancakes? It looks pretty fancy.
Do you give a shield one to Valgun?
No. His is little. It was meant to be a dragon with teeth coming out, but it looks like a walrus at this point because pancakes kind of spread out.
I like to think that Valgun and Duke, like you put these both in front of us, and Valgun and Duke do that thing that married couples do, where they just swap, like without like making eye contact or whatever. Like we just swap and like pour like the exact right syrup on each other and like butter each other's pancakes.
I will share this though, is that I've had other mentors, and this is something that Melethor never did, which of course was Morals 101. And it seems like, yes, this conflict you're having about animating, bringing something to a soul, is that understand that what do they say about good intentions paving the way to hell? Yes. Understand that there will always be a consequence. So yes, they could be more powerful, but you're also changing the very nature of our lovely servants, because ultimately, once they get free reign, who knows, maybe one of them is a sociopath and they're going to go on a killing rampage and killing flashbacks, or maybe one of them's like, okay, now that I have free choice, fuck no, I'm going to go fishing, and they're going to go the other direction. You see, you can't predict what's going to happen, and once you take that route, once you give it life, you're no longer in control. So I'd start telling them the Sorcerer's Apprentice story from Disney about so once you animate all of these broomsticks.
So with the 13, getting souls back, specifically souls, right?
Can I remind a thing?
Yeah.
Ferrying souls across the.
Oh yeah,
Lake of
I know.
Judgment? Okay.
Yeah, I'm well aware, which is why this is even working.
I love it. I love it.
Is very difficult to go the other direction. It's not impossible, but it takes some pretty severe intervention. Yeah. So imbibing the soul might be really hard, but maybe just infusing them with some dragon stones might be less hard.
I mean, doing stuff with souls and reanimating souls and stuff like that, that's probably necromancy in that region-y kind of thing. I can tell you from experience, getting a soul back from across the Lake of Judgment ain't easy. And she doesn't like it. Dragonstones are mighty powerful things indeed. Can they make a soul? I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
I think it's worth trying. We need every advantage we can to save the city. But I need to know if the others are okay with it.
So what are the rest of you doing? Start with Leina, since you're...
I would say that at this point in time, Leina's probably processing a lot of what's recently happened and like her own thoughts about, what's coming and what she's probably going to want to do about it and how to protect her friends. And while she's mulling this over, of course, she's doing like upside down push-ups on one finger out in the yard. And like also counting off, so she's just there like 203, 204. Man, this is gonna take such a huge toll on everybody involved.
While you're doing that, Larry
2017.
Larry leans down and just wipes your brow of like some grease that has appeared.
Sweet.
And just puts it back over his arm.
Thanks, man. I'll be done by the time I get to 300, I think. Maybe I'll have figured out an answer to what I'm thinking. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna be here.
Okay.
Knowledge Arcana? I want to basically have like a small theory, just maybe a small diagram of it. Know that these dragon stones were used within Windfall itself to empower part of it. So instead of using these stones to enhance, individual people, what about simply powering up the city like a battleship, or given a command center, and so that like they said, it could fly at one point. Well, what about its turrets? What about its own self-defense stuff? So is that something maybe I could formulate
Sure, yeah. Roll an Arcana check.
That is a 25.
25. The Dragonheart stones are indeed powerful.
Yes.
And they can be used for lots of things. They're also not always necessary for certain kinds of things.
Okay.
For example, creating arcane batteries for arcane cannons and turrets and things like that. It's almost like they're overqualified for that use.
Okay.
They can create arcane batteries. They can be used in some of that kind of thing. They can also sort of assist with elemental power being transferred from what you could call like the weave into a source stone. For example, the crystals on the bottom of the Bronze Tree ship.
Okay.
But as far as being used in a perpetual sense,
Correct. So we know that leading up to the battle, we could start creating batteries, creating weapons. But what about go time? What's the best use for them? Like, should we put them in 2 large statues and create Voltron? I mean, I'm just kind of like trying to think like.
yeah. So in the sense of perpetual use, having some kind of entity utilizing them directly would probably be the best use for them, because it could be called on at will instead of relying on just something that's mundanely set. For example, like an arcane cannon needs to be operated, right? Sure. You know, and it's going to do the exact same thing over and over again. But something like Valgun's shield is more powerful in the way that it's being used, because it's being used directly.
So it maybe behoove us to put it in relics that we are carrying, or maybe I'm just trying to make sure, like, you know, how many stones we have, and like I said, it's go time. So okay, and then you said entities. So entity like.
Well, you know, like Leina has one that she can install, and that gives her some certain abilities. What Valgun was proposing.
It's empowering up the servants, yeah. Was
attempting to basically infuse the servant droids with dragon heart stones. Whether or not that requires a soul or not is sort of the moral and ethical dilemma that you're all discussing. But yeah, so what you gather from that is there's a lot of use for the dragon stones, and they can be pretty widely used.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Katinka, what are you doing?
Katinka's outside with Leina.
All right.
Also above table, can I just like insert this little bit about Red Dwarf and how much like frightened all of the Warforged droids are, basically.
Very observant.
And
quite observant.
Yeah. And so I
called
can't,
out, y'all.
I can't help but think like that.
Yeah, Bic Bic was a direct quote.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Can't help but think they're like him.
They're a little bit. So you're out there with Leina.
Yep, out there with Leina, just sort of taking in the morning.
Okay.
Sitting down and admiring the stopwatch that her grandma.
Yeah, it's. From what you can gather, it looks like it's a few hours away from ticking down to whatever moment is supposed to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ominous.
Yes. Just.
She just kind of lounged back, just looking at it.
Okay.
Sort of breathing in any.
As you stare at it, you get a brief moment where the stopwatch phases into being the only thing in sight, and everything else goes black for the split second, and then you're back again.
What? Did it pause?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. That was weird.
Leina, you did not see anything. You just see.
No,
You just see Katinka staring at her watch. You didn't notice the blackness around her or anything like that she just experienced. No, I'm telling you, you didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm informing you from the outside. No, nothing seemed weird with Katinka. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Roe, what you up to?
All right. So, you guys are inside,
Yeah.
and then we've got. Okay, Ro's going to. So the boards of the ceiling, one of them is going to quietly like open up, like it's on a secret hinge or something, and she's going to like peek her head through, and drop down, and it pops back up, like she has always been there. Oh, good morning.
Hello. well.
Oh, we've missed you. Where have you been at?
Oh, you know,
Cities?
did any of you get bounced into another, like, plane of existence? Did that happen?
I did, but it turned out to be a really intense dream with Lily. I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
I was
okay.
tripping balls. You should have seen us.
No, after the explosion, we all ended up back in Windfall.
Okay, all right, like all together?
Yes.
I got bamfed into a different spot.
Where did you go?
I went to the Shadowfell.
Oh, shit, yeah, me too. How was that for you? Oh, wait. Is Alondra around?
What's that?
Is Alondra around?
Yeah, she's sitting at breakfast, just kind of watching. She hasn't chimed in on any of the discussions. She's just sort of eating her pancake.
I was just going to like, oh, look at Alondra and look at Duke, like, ah.
Duke's face, you're like, oh, how was that? And Duke's face hardens,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, oh, what would Duke say? Man,
It is okay. I heard it was really shit. And like you got fired or something. I thought maybe that would kill you. Like maybe that was part of who you were. Like you were.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was.
But you're not dead.
No, I'm not dead. But I was betrayed.
Oh, yeah. By was it the Shadow Queen or was it like somebody here?
No, it was the Raven Mother.
Oh, that sucks real bad. You know, all right. Was that new? Was that yesterday?
have we rested since then?
Yeah, you've just finished your long rest.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is the morning after the party.
I thought
Yeah.
this happened.
Okay, all right. Well, the confession time, yeah. So I got bounced to the Shadowfell too, which was honestly very cool. A little weird. I went on a little adventure, I came back, I got bamfed out in fucking Dwenfield and just got here. But when I got in, I'm sitting there thinking about life and the brevity of life. And some fucking Shadar Kaibish shows up in my room and tells me the Raven Mother is watching me and they want to give me a job. I told them, what do you think I am, a scab? Because I knew you had lost your job.
Falcon's like literally in the middle of this. Like just eating his breakfast like
I refill his drink.
sips tea.
I said I had to
None of my
like,
business.
I said I had to think about the offer. What the fuck what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't want your stupid job.
So I'm gonna tell you a thing, right? As I knock a table over. So I'm gonna tell you a thing. Duke flips the table. Right now,
I just said it.
I'm just kidding. No, that was me. That was me.
Just like
That was me bumping the table.
I changed into angry vampire face as I bite it.
I flip the table, right? And I just imagine Armonde in like a fuzzy like nurse apron as he's been like going about doing the thing, and he's like,
I just said that! Goes into rage. No, I don't. I'm gonna tell you two things real fast.
All right.
I have a preternatural disposition to forget things. Those memories went to the Raven Queen. And she said that I didn't do my job, which was to kill the Onyx. Now, in all the time that you knew me, did I ever mention that I knew that was the job I was sent here to do?
No, I think that was, no. I think you,
Right.
I don't think you ever told us what your job was.
Right. I didn't know that's what I needed to do.
And that seems fucked.
Right.
Because, like, you
when
forget things, yeah?
When I went back, she said I failed in my duty to do that. And then when I said I needed to go back because I did what I needed to do, and I needed to come back to finish what needed to be done, she said I betrayed her.
Oh, dear. See, your toxic relationship with your god, I see.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand you a meat savory crepe.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna raise my hand as I'm gonna try to interject, but I want to wait you to finish.
So, in regards to what I think you should do in regards to this, would you align yourself with a person who withholds information and then betrays you and gaslights you into saying that it was you who betrayed them?
You know, I think only because somebody mentioned the mind flayer brain to me, like 3 hours ago, is why my mind went there. But not immediately, obviously.
So I just need to interject, and this is your world, your drama, and I'm going to respect that. But as someone who's been a court vizier for a better part of 40, 50 years, they want to, yes, they're offering her the job to get back at you, obviously. This is not so much...
Oh, rude.
Oh, it very much is. They're using you. You're a piece on the chessboard, and they're just going to basically try to, since you obviously don't have this job anymore, you have already gained their disdain, they're going to try to hurt your other family, us. So yes.
Don't do it.
I mean, I wasn't going to do it,
They're fucking with
but
you.
they're not fucking with me. I'm extremely, valuable. I would hire me, obviously. It is not just that, but I agree it did smell fishy, which is why I did not tell them. Yes, I said that I would think about it, but really, I will tell them. Maybe they are not watching. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. What if I'm just like, I won't take the job, and now we're good, yeah? Do you think that's fine?
I want you to understand, the job that I did for thousands of years is worth doing. And I plan to continue to do it. The person that I did the job for is not worth the position. I intend to kill them.
I'm sorry. This is the person. We've changed stories, right? It's not like you're going to kill you're not going to kill your god, are you? We're talking about the Onyx? Very confused. Oh boy. What else? Any other news?
Oh, my sister's back. We have a whole lot of...
Shit.
I know. Yeah, she's betraying Melethor. She told me that he is really pulling out all the works and betraying people. Like, he's actually, like, anyone else who's a disciple that's worthless, we're talking, like, sucking souls and, like, using things and manipulating. So, yeah, he's definitely using all the cards. And then we also have a really just cute as a button Lionel Paladin who's going to come and join us. I mean, we're talking like, I wish I had that lion's mane. Or meow.
That's crazy. I came back.
I forgot about Draxus.
Oh yeah, wait, everyone's coming. In fact, you should see, we have a basement here. It's filled with people.
Draxus comes up from the basement like, hey, I smell pancakes. What's up, guys?
I over here as I slide him the most, the best of the pancakes that has even use like little striations to create the mane on it.
Oh wow, this is cool. This looks just like me. Good job, man. And he kind of winks at you.
So, by the way, I slide this.
Do you have any other handsome strangers in the basement? Shit.
It's a basement full of handsome
This
dudes.
is my proposal on what we do with the dragon stones, and it looks a little bit like a Sunday morning cartoon, like Family Circus with like little dotted lines going everywhere. But yes, you see, I was thinking. By the way, we can empower in it. So yes, we use it up to the point of the battle to make batteries to get things ready for the cannons. But during go time, I'm thinking instead of empowering these. Oh yes, and instead of powering our Warforged allies, why don't we each have one empowering one of the relics, the items that we have? So your bow, for example, we can empower it with the poison. So you're shooting poison.
I mean, that's why I learned to make poison. Do you have yours in your shield?
Yeah, I've got it.
And then where's
shield.
Leina?
Leina's outside working out.
Leina!
So I'm just saying, yes, let us use these stones.
Well, actually, let's talk about this. And I've
Larry comes and says, Leina, you're being summoned by Roe.
I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea.
Okay, hold on.
But I don't think that this is a yet one or the other thing situation either.
That's fair.
I don't see any reason why we couldn't conduct a ritual and use it to power the city.
I got a question.
Or us.
Tamin's boyfriend guy, his name was Aiden or Aid?
Din.
Oh, Din. That's right. I need to Din. Is he here?
He's within the city. He's not.
Is he staying with us? I would have invited him.
I think him and Tamine got a room at the.
Cool.
At the
When stuff wraps up here, Duke's gonna be like, I gotta go hit something. I'm gonna go find him. And I'm gonna ask him to train.
All right, we'll come back around to that.
Is he still immortal?
I thought he was a human.
No, he was in the Onyx.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he got sucked up.
Oh shit. That's right.
Yep.
Gosh, we've been
Normal
playing
dude.
a long time.
Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, I'm gonna ask Jerry to gather everybody up.
Okay.
Talk about this.
Yeah, if I'm being summoned, I guess like I hop back up and stand up and dust myself off and kind of like straighten my clothes and walk back into the house with the other Warforged.
Okay.
Leina, we're talking about doing shits with the dragon hearts, how we like have used it to make you extra strong. And I think there's some discussion about how we do that. And you are a being that has been through a before and an after of having a stone like put as part of your body. And so I thought that maybe your advice would be helpful.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would say it's not exactly part of my body. It's more like it's more like one of, like, for instance, your piercings. Like, it can be embedded, but it is not part of you. But it amplifies, your attractiveness, your beauty, and in my case, the stone. And I kind of like pull my clothes to the side and open the little hatch.
What color
on
stone
my
does she have?
chest. Blue, I think.
Blue.
Yeah,
Well, let her finish her speech.
And
I'm asking a
and
question.
so it does kind of socket in there, and I can remove it whenever I want. In fact, I think I could probably even pop in a different color. I don't know. I haven't tried.
You can.
But
And Tolan would have told you that, because
Okay.
it'll fit any of the stones.
okay, so yeah, I can sort of pick and choose which one to put there, but it is very much like at my own discretion when and how I might use it or remove it from my person.
Got it. It is like going into a pocket, not going into like your lever.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
So what? Maybe I missed part of a conversation you guys had prior to me coming in here. What's going on?
We're trying to decide what's the best use of these dragon stones for when the battle's actively happening.
Okay.
And I'm hearing from, now that I'm playing catch up here, that you have one stone, he has one stone. So I'm trying to find out which color stone. So there's a light blue and then there's a dark blue. Which one do you have, the lightning or the water one?
You've been doing lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah.
So that is you, thank you. I just need to make sure I'm getting my notes correct. I apologize for interrupting. So then which one do you have?
Gold.
You have gold, which is, I guess, amber? I don't see
Is that
gold.
radiant? Or
It's
yellow?
fire.
Fire, the red
Fire,
one.
okay.
Okay.
Well, no, it's the gold one is
Amber would be probably what's there.
yeah.
Okay.
It's the gold dragon heart.
Yeah.
That's radiant, right?
No, gold dragons are
There's like the
are
gold.
Fire.
Fire? Oh, okay.
Sorry, we it's all good.
I heard him say fire, but I thought that gold did other stuff
Okay.
too.
So that means
Yeah,
the
I
other.
also thought it was radiant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm not interrupting.
No, you're fine.
All right, so then that means the other 5 are unaccounted for that are like not dedicated to a source yet. I just want to make sure.
No, correct.
Okay, I'm thinking if purple is ether, that's I guess Arcana magic. That may be best aligned with me if I was to tap it into my family's little necklace here that siphons blood. Is there any other alignments, however, that
Well,
would match for
If we're doing that, then red for Katinka.
for Katinka?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Tolan
yeah.
would have told me what each of them can do for me, but I don't know what they would do for the rest of you guys.
Word.
How does that work with us being like, I don't know, flesh versus
Well,
Why use it for
Wire.
an item?
An item.
Like
So
it's attached to
we
the
put yours on the bow, like I would, for example, mention. So
But that required
I don't want you
a
to touch my
deity to be
fucking bow.
involved for mine.
so you don't want to be more powerful?
Not with my bow.
I will say also the incorporation with the two companions you have right now specifically were very situational. You might be able to install them with the servant droids you have right now, but incorporating them into the bow, into your necklace, might be a little bit more brute force and might not go exactly as you might think.
Even with a little bit of artificer love?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because of the unique properties of the stones, the unique situations that arose for incorporating it in the gold in the shield. That was literally as God like making a new item.
Divine intervention.
We do literally have the people that one made the bag and were essential in like creating them in the first place here and present now. So they might be able to help us do this thing.
Possibly.
Killed them.
No,
Jake.
you didn't kill Melisol.
Yeah, Melisol's there. So
Okay, Melisol's the one who made that.
you're not off track there. There's some possibility there, but I will say that like the results of that aren't going to be predictable.
Sure.
Yeah, because of the way they were used before is for creating arcane batteries and other things. They weren't really used the way that they have been incorporated with you guys. That's rare. That's
Right.
not been done really.
And this is going back a little bit in what we learned about the city, but
So you could create a new bow, but maybe not incorporating it into
Yeah.
current bow. You could create a new necklace. See what I mean? Like that kind of thing you could do. But incorporating into the items you already have, that's going to be pretty
Okay,
significant.
so
I
maybe-
can't attune to my bow twice.
Right.
It makes sense.
so the city flying. We
right.
learned about that. The city flies off of the onyx, correct? It
And-
doesn't fly off of the dragon hearts.
And
Flies off of
Dragonheart.
all of them.
It's both.
All of them.
Falls off of all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That adjusts things slightly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The chairs are so squeaky.
All the hitting at the table today.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
So, I would like to, now that we've got everybody gathered up, I'm going to submit the proposal for powering up the 4 Warforged buddies that we have
Oh shit.
and turning them into,
Like Transformers?
well, I don't know how it's going to end up, but the whole point is Melethor used the stones to create mutant gnolls. Could we not use the stones to create powerful warriors to defend the city? We need every advantage we can get.
Shit. And
Explain what you mean by that.
Giving them the option, I'm considering a ritual that could empower them to be strong like you were and are, with the ability to make their own choices and potentially gain souls or receive souls that, because my thought is there are a number of people who Melethor wronged who deserve justice.
So you want to attempt to erase the personalities of these individuals who we saved from a house fire you started, and replace them with mortal souls that
No.
may or may not have been wronged by Melethor in the past.
Not erase them. Souls and
How-
personalities are not the same thing.
How would they coexist in one body? I am Leina. I am no other soul infused with the personality you interact with. I don't know how you, on your own, would be able to make this happen. And frankly, I don't think we should tamper with them even if we got their permission, because they don't understand what they'd be getting into.
Well, he's not saying that he's going to do it by himself. He's saying
I'm
he
with
needs.
Lena on this one.
He's saying he needs everybody.
I need everyone.
Then I stand down on this. I am not going to put these guys in a position because I'm a unique case. Like, I don't even know exactly how I was created, how I came into being as I am.
Steve comes up to you, Valgun, and pours you some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
How's the ethical dilemma going?
You've heard it. What do you think?
Oh, we're just observing.
Do you want to be a hero of Windfall?
Do I get to serve coffee?
If you're still
you can
alive
do that after the fight, yes.
I'll do whatever you tell me to.
Oh, that doesn't feel great, does it?
No.
That's the thing. That's
I'm,
the thing. Is
I'm now siding with Leina after hearing that.
and that's why I wanted to give them the choice.
But
I
you
don't
could
think
say
anything
you
is.
could say anything. You could say, "Would you like to become a dragon with butterfly wings?" And they'll say, "That sounds great."
Larry is from the kitchen like, that does sound awesome!
But that's my point. Then I'm not.
Got a new idea.
There's no. That's the ethical quandary because they are not.
Hey man, I
alive.
don't really think it's an ethical quandary, right? These guys, like, I don't mean any disrespect or anything here, but you said it yourself, these guys are robots. These guys aren't really much different than a shield.
Well,
I don't.
hey, now,
I would not say
Hey,
that.
No, no, and I won't stand down on it, right?
I-
Because you said it yourself. Yeah, sure, they have a personality. They were programmed to be that way. You want to talk about what it is? I dealt with memories for years, right? You put memories into a thing. It is an automaton.
I think it used
Well,
to be. Remember
that
when we picked it
automaton
up?
just served you a drink.
And I am very appreciative of that thing, right? There are plenty of things that do things for me. This shield has saved my life far more often than Steve has, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Hey, Steve.
Right? That doesn't make it any different.
You like pouring coffee?
I love it.
What else do you like to do?
I'd love to be of service, whatever I can do.
Is there anything you like to do for yourself?
I'm just a robot, just an automaton. I can talk and stuff, but your friend Duke over there is kind of right. None of us have any souls or anything.
How do you know?
Oh, pretty sure.
Leina, do you have a soul?
To be honest, I don't know if I can entirely answer that question, but I'll say yes for now. However, and I address the other four Warforged, do you all want to be like me and not be able to go back to yourselves as you are now?
Sure. That sounds cool. Be like you? Hoo-hoo?
Insight check.
Make an insight check. Make it with
They don't
advantage.
have his soul though.
So, as the artificer of the table, is there anything I could do to chime? I mean, I could chime in my own personal opinion, but is there anything that would?
This is more an ethical question at the moment.
Okay, then all right.
What was
Didn't I use my divine sense to determine if they had souls at one point? I believe I did,
They
Well,
don't.
You also did
Yeah.
that to me.
and you did.
I mean, so we're at this point above table.
21.
Do
21.
androids stream of electric sheep?
Yeah.
All right.
In
So
this case, yes and no.
so we're trying.
You take a
to
look at
figure
these
that out.
four Warforged, and with everything you know about souls, and you know,
It's kind of a lot.
kind of a lot, right? A lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of stuff that you haven't forgot, which means you probably forgot more than you currently know.
I forgot more than I currently know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Makes sense.
You look at these four young, innocent robots, and you didn't see it before, but there's a small, emergent twinkle that you just, out of habit, sense. They have souls. Un poquito.
What if we could use them?
They're developing sentience. It's so cool. Above table.
Skynet is a real. Destroy the servers.
Look at
I
data.
think I still have. I don't remember if I gave it to anybody. Do I still have that? Basically
Furthermore-
the memory chip that I made.
Yeah.
Do I still have it?
Yeah. Furthermore, you notice that their eye colors seem to be starting to have a little bit more variation to them. Didn't notice that before either, but there's more uniqueness to them and individuality than they had.
Is that a thing that like only like I see, or is that a thing that is like fairly noticeable if you like?
It's
take a
noticeable if
close
you look.
Inspection.
It's noticeable if you look.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like stop for a second and like I
after I say like the hard thing or whatever, and I look at him and I go, no, damn it. Hey, Valgun, man.
Yeah.
Look at their eyes, man.
I reactivate Divine Sense on them.
You sense souls. They weren't there before.
Didn't need
I
magic
didn't
to
do it, it wasn't me.
And with your divine sense, with something a little bit more intensive rather than just an insight, you pick up a little bit more about what these souls are.
I look at my shield, see if it has a soul.
They have a little bit of a
Oh, you made coffee. I'll get some break.
being revived sense to them, as if they were suppressed. And they're reintegrating back with souls that they had before.
So
So it was never that the souls were lost, they were just contained.
in that case, I'm even more adamant that we do this, and I feel less conflicted about it because I want those souls unleashed.
Do you say that out loud? I would assume not.
No, but that's where Valgun's mind goes. But I am going to share.
Insight check.
I am just going to share the information that I just got. It's like what I'm.
So what
seeing,
I'm gonna do here, because we have talked about this a bit,
Yeah.
is I'm gonna ask you guys for a vote on this particular juncture, because we can go around again for another round of ethical discussions, and everyone will have really good points. But where things are right now, if you think that you want to join Valgun in infusing these yes man automatons where they have not quite developed their ability to really choose for themselves, raise your hand.
Before the vote, I need an explanation. Will this use up the stone actively and passively, or will it only be just powering up like a battery, like you said earlier?
It may be more like Leina, where you put the stones in there, and
it has to stay in there.
Right.
Okay.
So if you want to do this, raise your hand. All right.
This is upsetting.
I know, but that's how it goes. Diplomacy is a thing.
Yeah.
All right. So I would.
But based on what he said,
They're like babies.
their souls are suppressed. I want them released.
But they are reintegrating, so they're still like.
There are, caterpillars. I'm sure we have those here. They turn into butterflies. Yeah.
Let's take them to church.
You take their little
Take them to church.
And if you want it to be free sooner, you could force that shit open. And you'll fuck them up. They'll never be the same again. So, I mean, I don't want to, rip their cocoons open, of their souls.
Okay.
So they're all.
I like where your head's at, though. I was a last minute change.
They're all looking at you all like. So why are you guys staring at us? Just out of curiosity.
I inform them that they are all important to us, and we are trying to talk amongst ourselves and also include them in the vote. What do each of them vote for their own fate?
Oh, I mean, they all look at each other like, we've never been asked to choose. Guess we'd all just stay how we are now.
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I like you just the way you are. And more all the
Thanks.
time, even. You are so welcome. That's just
They all in unison said, "Thank you. Do you want coffee?"
Oh, it's creepy now. Now it's creepy.
The alternative.
So
All right.
I also
Go ahead.
Sorry. I also ask Valgun, I'm like, maybe we can spitball a way that they could be helpful, very helpful in this endeavor.
No, they're
later.
children at this point to me. They are
It's the
to be
call.
protected.
They can be protected, but they're not useless.
No.
All right.
I have an idea. You like to serve, right, Steve?
Absolutely.
Specific.
Superior, right? Never stop with all of your might trying to be better than you were the moment before. That is the way that you can serve me best.
Okay. I shall endeavor to be better at all times.
I feel like you may have caused a problem.
Without question, whatever that means.
Next above table question is that if we now craft and make necklaces or items to be able to use these gems for each other, would this require an attunement?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, and then again, as the group's artificers, I'm trying to craft out, and I'm even like at this point, using the chalkboards or just drawing up on a paper, trying to figure out how to craft this for everyone or to make this happen. Looking around, just trying to figure out do you guys even know which just wouldn't know just which items you're connected with.
I'm pretty optimized personally.
Kind of like the way that we did with these Warforged. Let's have a vote as to whether or not we want to use these gems in the way that Armonde is suggesting in terms of imbuing them into weapons and equipment that we already have.
On this, my ultimate goal with the Warforged was to create more defensive capabilities for the city. We are, by and large, very powerful and very dangerous. We've proven it.
For a vote.
Right, I'm arguing for the vote.
Well, then let's do it.
I think we need to use these to make the city fly.
Oh, that is pretty fucking cool.
How many stones would be needed to
All of them.
All right.
Well, then
Is that including
Ours.
Yeah, that would mean that we would have to give up our own and essentially depower
It also means that we
in order to empower.
It also means that we take the fight to our own territory. We choose the ground, and Melethor has to come to us in a way that he is incapable of.
I'm not saying we don't.
making a city fly seems pretty cool.
I'm not saying that that's not cool. Just saying we might want to consider that we might need to use them a little bit longer until absolutely necessary to make the city fly.
Do we know how to make the city fly? Do we have...
You know that has something to do with the throne room and the pedestals.
We've got Melisol.
Yeah, Melisol can help you with that.
Next question is how many stones would need to make just the airship barfly?
That's a good question.
Oh, shit.
Didn't we already do that? We gave them the stone for a while to power the ship so that they could infuse it.
Oh, that's right.
We already did that. So
Okay.
that ship can
Do we want to vote then?
So then I want to counter argument his argument then, since this is how we're doing this. I feel as though that the flying ship is flying town is cool and it's a great retreat option. But we're gonna have to fight him eventually. We can't keep moving. We will need to defeat this army. We will need to defeat Melethor. And we also already have a lot of allies that are ground-based. If we levitate up, we're not bringing up the Mycanoids.
What if we drop it on them like a bunch of ants?
That would destroy the city.
That would destroy the city.
Oh, that's right.
It would.
I like where your head's
It
at.
would spare a lot of citizens if they used it to retreat while all of us are on the ground fighting.
Or,
That's a good
fun
point.
idea
Whole
here.
army, though. I don't want to fight the whole
We
army.
trick Melethor and we make him think he's winning and he comes into the city. We raise the city and cut him off from the rest of his army. And we only have to deal with who's in the city.
Teleportation and Dimension Door is a pretty easy spell for him. So if we think we trap him, he's out.
As this discussion is happening, you hear a knock on the door.
Steve, would you mind?
Oh, yes, of course.
Either way, I was trying to say we need to fight him. That's my point.
no.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we.
I'm going to...
I feel like this discussion can be ongoing because there is a lot of choices to be made between now and then.
Make a decision.
Yes. Benwick comes in escorted by Steve. Well, did you sleep well? You look a lot less fucked up today.
It's amazing what a good night's sleep will do for you.
And some pancakes.
You all look furrowed brow. Some intense discussions?
We're trying to think of the best way to use the stones to protect the city.
It's fair. It's one of the reasons I'm here. I was sent on behalf of Harold Blackbone. He has got a semblance of arcane cannons that the stones could be used to infuse them with. I know you've been safeguarding the stones, and maybe letting go of them for a time might not seem safe, but I assure you that they will be well guarded. There's quite a few cannons, and I need you elsewhere to handle a few other things, if that's okay with you. I don't need all of them, just maybe 3 or 4.
I'm pretty sure these cannons are going to be way more effective than any cannons you've got.
No doubt. I believe you. What say you? Before the next 7 or 8 hours or so.
I will say this tactically. That we are all pretty powerful, yeah. And we could juice ourselves up, but I can only fight 1 or 2 people at a time. If there are fucking huge-ass cannons shooting things, it's almost like having another set of us.
Above table, I will also say personal preparations at this point are time-wise going to be a little bit hard to pull off, because we're right on the eve of battle. So like trying to create new items and new stuff for yourselves at this point, a lot of the stuff we've been doing in the last couple sessions has been that kind of thing, right?
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm fine.
All right. So you guys are okay with
that vote?
Are you guys okay with letting go of a few of those stones to Fenwick?
Yeah.
All right. So, Leina, do you vomit up the stones for Fenwick to use?
Yeah, which ones do you need?
Pretty much any of them will do. Preferably destruction-oriented ones might be the best.
I recommend fire.
Sure thing.
Of course you do.
Thank you. Alright, so I unceremoniously cough up like 4 of the stones for him. I'm like,
thank you
how about these?
for that. And he puts them in a bag.
Does
and
that include my own that I'm using? Or
nope, you can keep that one.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's still 1 extra one too. He takes them outside. He puts them in a case, shuts the case, locks it, and there's 2 guards on either side. They don't move; they stay there. And there's a couple more guards behind that, so they're very well protected in this escort.
Oh boy, you say that, and I feel like you are being a magician, and you're like, look how fine everything is. They're so well.
Why would I ever do that? No.
Insight check on whatever his name is.
Venwick?
Venwick.
All right.
Do we trust?
Nat 20.
He is being completely honest.
Does he seem like he's
Very honest.
very
himself
honest,
and
but also very actually assured of the safety of the
How
stones?
capable do these?
They look very capable. They're very well armored. All right, so that brings me to my next.
God.
I think they got it.
Next order of business.
Bro, I think they got it.
I'm in need of some leadership positions that I was hoping you all would be willing to fulfill. You are all suited to these positions, and maybe some of you are more suited than others, so maybe that's a discussion you have. First up, I have need of a General of Arcane. I figured you, Armonde, might be a good choice for that particular position. It's to help Nuke organize the magic users within the city, to focus your efforts and organize behind one sort of ideal and such like that. And, of course, rally the troops, that type of thing.
All right.
Awesome. I'm also in need of a chief healer. I know none of you are necessarily healers, but some of you have had experience in working with healers. So, Leina, I thought maybe you would be a good choice to work with Father Frederick in that capacity, if that sounds like a good idea to you.
I mean, I have been pretty conflicted about what my position in this war is going to be, and I've seen war before. I was made for it. I don't think I want to have to fight more than necessary, so yes, I will be part of the healing group, and I will be able to run supplies and even people back and forth if necessary.
Fantastic. Check in with Father Frederick and help organize those efforts. Next up, infiltration specialist. Any of you?
I vote Roe.
Oh, Roe, you're good at that. Okay, great. I'm also swing of that branch.
Am I going to be your boss?
Well, no, I would be still your boss because of the way hierarchy works. But yes, you would be in charge of our spy networks and scouting and stuff like that. There's also one particular...
In charge of the spy network?
There's also a particular mission we may need to have you head up, and we'll talk about that soon.
Okay.
Next up is Quartermaster. Coordinating with local merchants and suppliers to procure necessary resources. Doesn't sound glamorous, but this could be needed a leadership kind of person.
Wait, what is it?
Can we look at the
Quartermaster.
I'm pretty sure that's you, bro.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be me.
Okay, very good. And we can talk more about these after I read these lists too. Marshal of the Militia, working with the civilian militia to help organize them in a fighting,
right.
in a
Katinka,
functional
that's you, right?
fighting force.
All right.
Katinka's got that one covered.
Are you sure?
The people.
As he
love
squints at you like,
Duke would be happy.
she doesn't even have a sword.
Have you?
Fenwick,
She is extremely motivating.
Duke would be happy
All right, fine.
to put thousands of years of
I'm
experience.
just saying, she
and
shoots
battle
fireballs out of her
experience.
titties, man. They're gonna get on their feet, man.
I know Katinka has a pretty good flair for speaking when she does, so I kind of hoped she would use her charm as a envoy of allies and help connect the dots in some of the missing pieces within the factions and make sure everyone is getting what they need.
All right, yeah, no, I ain't talking to nobody. Fuck that. I'll do that one that you were talking about.
Duke,
I'll
you
do the martial
train
one.
two groups at the same
I'll do the martial one. Damn. All right, fine.
Marshal of the Militia.
All right.
Very good.
There any others?
That is it. Yeah, that is all the. What? Everyone's got one.
Yeah, you're doing the diplomat one.
Okay.
General
The
Arcane
arcane guy.
General of the
I missed that one.
Arcane.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the guy that fronts the magic pigs and makes sure all the boom booms go bang at the right time.
I want
Oh yeah, like
20
the
fireballs
cannons.
at Melethor. Just at the same time.
All right. So with that,
yeah.
General
Make sure
of the
they're all
Arcane.
65 feet away from him.
So you guys, Venwick says, go check in with all your points of contact for these particular things, and you have a few decisions to make to help organize the final efforts of the war.
Well, all right then.
What's the Lionel's name again?
Draxus.
Draxus. When I head out, I'm like, hey, Draxus, I need a second.
Oh, yep. Oh, got you, man. Let's go. Yep. Handing out weapons was my second job. All right. Armonde.
What do I get named as? I get named as the what?
The Marshal of the Militia.
That's fun. Oh man.
You meet up with Nuke in Bronze Tree Bar. Armonde.
Okay.
And
Oh, there's coffee. That's right.
he first will greet you like, "Hey, brother."
Oh, yes.
Guess here we go, huh?
I know. It seems like at one point we were working for Melethor, now we're planning against Melethor.
Well, for one, I'm pretty excited about it. I totally forgot what Nuke's voice was there for a minute, but now I've got it back again. Yeah, he's got the tusks under thing, yeah, because he's an orc, you know, that uses fire magic and shit. Well, we've got quite a few different capable people under our belts. Some fire casters, a few sort of buff spell specialists. We could probably trade notes and sort of specialize in one direction or the other. What I'm trying to decide is if we should have the magic uses a little more up front, a little bit more in the fray, so to speak, dealing damage to the front lines, or if we should hang back and try to buff the troops from in behind, if that makes more sense.
I'd say option C, because you see, we already have the cannons to do the damage. We're going to be using this, don't tell anyone else this tactic, but we're going to be using the stones to inflict bombardment, to sort of...
Right, I heard that was in the works, so that's good to know that's going to be coming to fruition.
We have that. So what I would say is option C is we need to channel. We need to be able to control the battlefield. So web spells, entangle, mud, grease. If we could cut their forces...
That still kind of counts as a front-line thing, so position-wise, they'll still be farther forward as if we do that. And then we might as well be, if the people specialize in damage, just kind of going along with that as well. But what you're saying is front line, but split between battlefield control and damage. But front line.
Yes.
All right, front line it is. You're the boss.
Chief Healer. Chief Healer Leina.
Yeah.
As you approach Father Frederick, very similar conversation. He's like, yes, so we've got a lot of our priests and clerics organized. Now, priests and clerics aren't much of fighters, so I kind of feel like they need to hold back, but they may need to get close if some people fall on the battlefield, unless we focus more on empowering people heading into the battlefield and maybe rely on them sending potions to the front. I'm not sure what we should do. What do you think?
I think the best course of action would to empower everyone prior to entering the battle zone.
To give them the best fighting chance, rather than trying to use our powers to pick them up after they fall.
Yes and no. I actually have an idea to split this group into 3 parts. The first part is going to empower the troops before they hit the battlefield. Another group is going to work with the merchants to make supply lines of healing potions to the troops.
Well, so just so you know, our friends in the merchants are actually working that part of things. Okay. So they don't need us for that, but very good thinking.
Then in that case, just 2 groups. One to empower the troops prior to combat, and another set to kind of recover the wounded or raise anyone who's been down.
All right, so half and half, right? Yep. So not as much effort on either one, just sort of bare minimum on both.
Yeah, I don't want to overwhelm.
So no focus, just sort of general chaos.
No, there is focus between 2. I don't understand.
You work together. In fact, I'm gonna pair everyone up. One of you in the pair helps everyone get buffed before the fight. The other one helps people get up if they fall down.
All right, we'll split it up as you think it's that'll work. We'll try to split our efforts and try to hold the lines. All right.
Operation Split Party.
Yeah.
Well, I can run fast enough between the 2 of them.
All right.
I think it's a great idea.
It's a good idea. I'm just giving him shit. Quartermaster. Quartermaster's working with local merchants. Yeah. So you are the other part of that, what Melina was talking about. You got a couple things. First, very similar conversation with Elenthyr with healing potions. If they should be given to frontline warriors or saved for more important people like magic users and priests. Elentyr's like, we have not a huge supply of them. I fear that if we give too many to the front line, there won't be enough for the magic users and priests when they need them. Because obviously, the trickle-down sort of economic sort of principle, if you make sure the really important people are taken care of, they'll take care of everyone else, right? So,
Valgun just had an internal struggle to not strangle a human being. No, frontline soldiers, they're between the casters and the priests and the problem. If the soldiers go down, the casters are in trouble.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So, frontline then.
Frontline.
All right. And I think Kel wanted to talk to you also.
Okay.
So you go over to Kel, and Kel's like, hey, do you want a biscuit?
I was gonna say, Kel's the Paladin baker.
Right in the balls?
I got catted.
For good luck.
Kel, your biscuits, always.
All right. All right, well, so, as you know, I used to be a warrior. Sort of hung that up a while ago, but they've roped me back in to train some of these soldiers, or at least help focus them. One thing I'm trying to decide is if for the inside warriors that we're working with for the city streets, if they should be more mobile with swords or more stationary with spears, trying to hold lines harder. Advantage there is they would be able to hold flanks that were a little bit thicker and maybe hold things back a little bit farther, but they would be a little bit more restricted in movement, obviously. And I don't think splitting them was going to be a good idea because you'd have a little bit half of one, and obviously as you go down one set of paths, the spears would be blocking the swords anyway.
In an urban combat environment, stationary spear tactics aren't going to work. We need people who can move, who can flank. So it's going to be swords and movement.
All right.
In a city.
All right.
If we were out in the field, that'd be a different story. But.
Well, that'll give us more spears for out in the field, which we'll do that. Sounds like a good plan. I think Harold wanted to talk to you.
Jesus Christ.
Quartermaster's got a lot of jobs.
You got this, number one.
Yep. Harold's like...
I would say you wanted it, but I don't think you did.
No, I never do.
Harold's like...
Better than the hero.
Well, we've got some arcane cannons that we've brought that are currently being infused. And once they're infused by those dragon hot stones you've so politely supplied for us, we just need to know where the fuck to put them. Where do you suggest? We could either put them mounted up higher on the windmill to sort of fire out as troops approach, or we could use them inside the windmill at choke points to kind of create places where it'd be harder for troops to kind of gain an edge.
Best option for this is to utilize them like archers. So we need to hammer that army as hard as possible before it even gets to the city.
All right.
Plus, we don't know the destructive capability of these cannons yet, and firing one in the city could be devastating.
Fair. All right. So yeah, that's all you... As quartermaster, the decisions you had to make. Envoy of allies.
Way more military decisions than I was expecting out of a quartermaster.
Still had to do with distributing of weapons and stuff like that.
It was logistics.
Yeah. Adrian will come to you.
Yeah, he ran.
He's
in the dark of
nice. In the dark of the night, Adrian will find you.
Kickers.
What the fuck is Adrian's accent?
He's posh.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. I didn't think it was going to be you, but
Who did you think it would be?
I wasn't sure. I thought it would be Venwick or someone like that or whatever, but it is good to see you. I'm having a little bit of a problem in the gaming district. This one group of people, they are refusing to evacuate as everyone else has been told to. I was wondering if you might talk to them.
Yeah, I can talk to him.
Okay. The leader is Jeffrey, and he's an old curmudgeon, and he is intending to defend his home and has his entire family and servants ready to die for this place. I told him that the gaming district is last on the list to be protected. We are evacuating the entire place. He is going to die. Let me show you. And so you guys go into the gaming district, and he brings you to a small household that's there, and knocks on the door, and you hear, and you see an old man with like a clockwork blunderbuss. Which is like a shotgun, basically. He's like, "What? Who's this?"
Hi, I'm Katinka.
What?
And
I'm Jeffrey.
Nice to meet you. I hear you and your family are having maybe some trouble accepting to leave your home during this battle.
Nope, it's not having trouble at all. We are not doing it.
May I ask why?
I built this place stone by stone. You see that rock right there? I chiseled it with my own hands when I was 5. I don't just leave that.
I understand this is hard, but...
Do you?
I do.
How?
Gaming district was a part that I'm very familiar with, and I know a lot of people here. And it's hard for me too. But I think we're all gonna lose something during this battle. But it would be better if we were all together when it happened. It would be devastating to lose a family while we know it could be protected at least a little bit longer.
Like a persuasion check.
Nice. I love we're all gonna lose something.
That was a good argument.
Such a good argument. It's like
Math, 25. I think, no, 27.
Is that nat 20?
It was an
No.
18.
Oh, damn.
I have a +9 for persuasion.
That's so good.
He kind of like puts his shotgun down. He looks behind him. And you see like a couple of young
I'm
children.
sorry, shotgun? I missed that part.
I said blunderbuss.
Yeah, like a clockwork. Yeah, so it's like got a little bit of black powder in it and like some beads, but it's got like the funnel front to it. He looks behind him and he sees some young kids just kind of like huddling next to a pregnant woman. And like 15 other sort of people, servants, other family members that are kind of dotted around. And an old woman comes up next to him. Jeffrey, your family doesn't want to die.
Quote of the game right there. Jeffrey, your family doesn't want to die.
I don't know why it's funny, but it's hilarious. So
Satirical irony.
yeah. Jeffrey kind of puts the shotgun down. He's like,
Fine. We'll leave. Thank you for showing me what I was missing.
and then he shuts the door, and Adrian's like, that was so good. You are very good at this. Are you going to visit your grandmother while you're here?
Yeah.
I think she's packing up last I saw. Getting ready to evacuate to the Empire's strongholds that they let us use down in Dwenfield.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Well, you still want me to go with you? You mentioned it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll go with you. So you work your way over to your grandmother's place. She welcomes you in. And she says, well, hey! How's it going?
Who is this?
Your grandma.
Oh, okay. Her voice is a little...
She's like packing up, like, well, I just getting ready to leave.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very good. Just getting ready. It sucks, but you know, I've moved a few times in my life, so it's not too unwanted. But
Yeah.
it's a stopwatch. Done anything weird?
It is. Do you happen to know anything more behind it, maybe?
I know quite a bit. What's it doing?
I think it's a countdown for maybe the start of this war.
As you look at the stopwatch, it's about 45 minutes left on it.
I show it to her.
She's like, well, that is quite soon. Way more soon than it happened for me.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, perhaps you've noticed that you have certain abilities, temporally speaking, restoring balance and such. Those innate come from your bloodline, my bloodline, our bloodline, very long bloodline. And it's not... It's not an accident. It's a part of the fabric of the universe. That our purpose is to serve the balance of time. And at times when we are needed, we are called into service. And the stopwatch is passed on from family member to be a part of that. You were already ready, apparently. You're waiting. Don't know what else to tell you other than trust yourself. Choose kindness. Choose balance. Don't overthink it. And listen to your ancestors. They do know what they're talking about. They've lived it just as much as me, and they'll give you a lot of very unusual instructions, but for the sake of balance, it's important that you follow them to the letter. It may feel very weird that you are the one that is chosen, but due to the nature of the way this all works, it's got to be next in line, and very few repeats. Do you have a daughter? I'm just curious, I don't know.
No, you don't.
Well, I suggest you work on that. Otherwise, our bloodline will be cut a little short. And Adrian kind of looks a little blushed, like. So she kind of looks at both of you, like, get to work. Don't get the great grandbaby going. We're going to need that for the sake of balance. As far as I know, you are currently the last of the Ingeborgavina Nanas.
For the sake of universal balance, get it on.
Speechless.
Yes.
But also like flustered and kind of thinks about it.
We'll come back in a second. Marshal of Militia.
Yarb.
Deep in the ranks of Iron Balls. In the Forsaken District.
Oh, yeah.
I almost said in the Foreskin District.
There you go.
It would be on brand.
Now we're getting to it. Yeah.
Brown chicken.
You will come into the Forsaken District during an argument between. I heard myself say it too, and I looked right at you. I'm like, is she gonna get it? Yeah, she got it.
I tried to be chill.
You see Iron Balls
Never. You're past.
about 2 inches from Daze's face,
Iron Balls is 2 inches from Daze's face.
yelling at him.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
But get a little chubby. Sorry.
You don't know how experienced my warriors are. We'll get in there, we'll fight the way we know how to fight, and we're not gonna follow your fucking orders.
And Daze is like,
Right, you can't just go about your business however you want to. You've got to actually stand in a line and do things the way everyone else is doing, otherwise it's gonna be a fucking disaster.
and so this argument is what you come up to.
Okay.
What do you do?
I walk up to Iron Balls and I grapple him.
All right, make an attack.
Is he surprised?
Oh.
Yes, very.
Okay. Do I get advantage because he is surprised?
Sure.
Like,
Especially since I rolled a nat 1 on him. Keeping track of you coming up on him.
I mean, he's in an impassioned conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't
They're
make sense.
composed.
Just like,
They are opposed to athletics checks.
ooh, not that stuck.
I get a 26.
You rolled a natural 20.
Oh, super barbs.
So, so you get over to him and you knock him over, but you don't quite get a hold of him. He kind of wiggles out and then stands up like.
What are you doing? You have a death wish or something?
Hey, if you're not gonna follow orders, then we might as well start this war right now between you and everybody else in this city, because that gets everybody in this city killed. Now, do you want to stand down and do you want to follow the orders, or do you want to get everybody in this city killed right here, right now?
All right, I guess it's gonna be like that. And he pulls his sword out, and we're rolling initiative.
Oh.
I don't know about
Man
his
got his jewel
business.
after all.
Mono a mono.
13.
And maybe days.
13.
Days go.
Shuk is behind him.
Okay. We don't need this because it's going to be you first. All right, so yeah, he stands there. Shuk appears behind him. What do you do?
My intention was to intimidate him in that situation. To be like, hey.
He looks like he's about to fight you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you just kind of
Does he pull out his weapon?
Oh yeah, he pulls out his weapon. He's like,
Where I come from, this is how we settle things.
Yeah. This is how you settle things from where you come from. Noted.
And I pull out Talons of Thought.
okay.
And I will cast a thing.
Lightning bolt.
Oh, lightning bolt.
Things anymore?
Again. I cast Cause Fear.
Cause fear.
Yeah,
Does that
Wisdom
save?
12.
Natural 12.
Natural
Saves.
-4.
-4.
Even a -1.
-4. Okay, I think that's one action.
So yeah, so shadows like kind of rise up from behind you, and your eyes go all demonic and shit. And Iron Balls looks at you like,
That's a very good trick.
and he's going to swing at you.
Well, hold on, pause. Bro, chill out now. Dude, you need to freaking chill out right there, bud. And then,
Are you looking for a bonus action?
no, I am not. I'm going to unleash Incarnate, and I'm going to have Shook attack him from behind.
All right, do it.
And I'm going to approach him so that he gets advantage on that attack.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That is 12 piercing damage.
12. Okay. So yeah, you see Shook stab him from the back. He's like, ah, oh, you don't want to fight fair. I see.
And then as a bonus action, I'll switch places with Shook, so Shook's in front of him.
Okay, so yeah, now Talons of Thought sticking in his back. Shook stands in front of him, and he looks over his shoulder like,
I thought you had honor. That's okay. Two can play at that game.
and he casts Mirror Image, and so you see 3 of him kind of appear around you, and then he's going to, well, not do anything because that's what's an action. So now there's 3 of him. So it's back to your turn.
Yeah. So I will take 2 attacks from behind with advantage. That's another 25. And that's 26.
Okay. First one hits one of the mirror image versions of him. It evaporates. The second one, so 11 or higher on the second one, or is it 6?
It's an 8.
8. Okay, so the second one also doesn't find purchase in the actual him, but now he's back to just him being like,
So
See how it feels?
Hey, we each knew what we were doing.
I was going to take a swing at you. 27.
27 hits.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm sure he's very weak.
You take 14 points of piercing damage as his sword just kind of like buries itself into you. Back to your turn.
This is Duke's first fight without his powers.
It is.
Power, sure.
I've got the power. I got the power.
Now we're getting started.
This is version.
This is bludgeoning, right? Or was piercing?
Piercing. Yeah.
Because because it's a maul.
Well, it's
he's
using
using-
a sword.
He's not even using his balls.
Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'll stab him twice again.
Okay.
That's a 24 to hit
That hits.
and a higher than a 24.
All right.
So now it's an 11 because he's got 3. So now it's an 11.
That's true. It's 11 exactly. So one of them.
One of them gets him.
Yep.
Okay. That'll be 13.
Okay. So that second hit that you actually land on him hits. It buries a little bit, into the wound that you hit before. He's like, comes back around to him. He's gonna he's gonna drop his sword and grab his iron balls, like as if he's getting serious. That's gonna be a 24.
Okay.
Last.
These two dudes just.
Yeah, 10 points of bludgeoning damage this time.
10.
Yep.
Two fighters fighting.
Now we're talking, boy.
Right, as I start to sound like him.
Yeah.
It's not a very good impression.
It's fine. Next attack. A nat 1 and a nat 2.
Nat 1 and nat 2.
Oh shit.
The first one misses.
So the first time I miss any of the attacks, like I don't even hit a dude.
Yeah, so he like bullet times.
Whoa!
Double nat 1s.
Oh shit! You got cocky.
And then he like leans back over and then he comes in to strike you.
Oh, wait.
What?
I unleash incarnate.
All right,
Shook attacks
all
him.
right.
And I get a 19 on the die, so I'm assuming that hits.
That does hit.
14 on the die.
14. So yeah, so as he's like
Or,
dodging
sorry,
your
11.
okay, so as he's dodging your trident, Shook just comes and kicks him in the balls from behind. He's like, oh, get him!
3 ones and a 2.
22 to hit.
22 to hit.
Yep.
That hits.
9 points.
Wait, pause. I think we've determined that Shook also has Sentinel.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So
So he doesn't move.
well, he doesn't move, but and as a reaction, he's a creature within 5 feet of me is attacking me, right? So Sentinel triggers on Shook, so Shook is going to attack him.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So you have double sentinel, so no matter what he does, your attack.
Well, he still only has one reaction a turn.
But no matter what he does, he's going to invoke an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Fighting dirty.
That's an 18.
Duke's
18
doing
to hit.
dirty.
18. Yeah, that hits.
And homie does not know who he's fighting, right?
He does not know it's the burning hand.
Not yet. It's another 12.
So as you kind of hit him again, he like starts to crumble, and Daze comes in. He's like,
All right. We need him alive.
Daze, get the fuck away from me.
make an intimidation check.
Boy. Accident chart for double ones, that'd be fun. I don't think we have an accident chart.
15.
No, I'm not a big fan of those. 15.
Yep.
Miss.
15 for the intimidate.
Oh, 15's right. Sorry. You miss his intimidation. No. Daze is like, just don't fucking kill him.
Action surge, I do it again.
All right.
You know, we might have to like fight things. I'm not here.
It's 16, so it's 25 to hit.
Yep.
14 to hit.
No, not does 14 does not.
Okay. Unleash incarnate to hit him again.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so 2 more
He
hits.
attacks a turn. 6 in this case. Fucking fighters. I think it's high enough level before.
Oh, that's another 18 damage.
And they're just like
So as you
at each other.
as you go completely ham on Iron Balls, he falls over and falls forward, and he's starting to breathe heavy, and he drops his balls to the side, and just looks up at you, like,
All right, I yield.
Duke's gonna grab him by the front of his, like, whatever he's
Armor?
by the front of his armor. He's gonna pick him up, and he's gonna look him in the face, and he's gonna be like,
Now, where you're from, what do I do now?
If I was in your position, I'd finish the job, take my place.
Well, it's a good fucking thing you're where I am, because I need you fucking alive. Now shut up and do your fucking job.
Right? I will.
and I throw him on the ground.
he stands up. spits out some blood. He looks at all of his warriors that are like, were cheering for him a little bit ago, and just see him like pretty eviscerated by Duke in fairly short order. And they kind of drop their, excitement, and he addresses them. Yeah, I'm fucking angry. I've been angry for a long time. Since our homes were burned, we were forced to come to this godforsaken place. We've been an angry people. Maybe it's time we weren't so fucking angry. If we're gonna fight, maybe we fight for something. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it takes having my ass kicked to show me how proud I was. Right, we'll follow your orders. As long as it suits us. As long as it doesn't get us killed. But we'll fall in line. And Daze is like, it's all I ask. He comes up to you, he's like, thank you.
I look at Daze, I'm like, anytime.
Right.
I walk over to Iron Balls, and I offer him like the warrior handshake, right?
He's like,
grab it, the predator handshake or whatever the fuck it is. I'm like, you got a fucking mean left backhand, dude. Right.
you've got a very pointy stick.
Hey man, come on. There's 3 fucking points on there. Don't sell.
I feel a lot more religious now. Like I'm more holy. Get it?
God fucking damn it. I fucking knew I liked you. I fucking knew I liked you. Hey. You fucking rest up. You let me know if you need anything, because I need you fucking at your best, bud.
Right, I've got to save it for the burning hand anyway.
You're not wrong.
All right. So you've convinced the Forsaken District to fall in line and continue to be part of Windfall?
In that speech, though, when I'm talking to him, like, hey, make no mistake, though.
People are gonna die. You should make sure they do it for the right reasons.
All right, fair.
May I interject one thing?
Yes.
I would like 1 or 2 of the cannons, if they can be spared, to be sent to Bronze Tree to be put on the ship.
Yeah, can be done.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
For sure, yeah.
After that fight, if I can, I want to be less looking like whatever the fuck I look like, and just like a peasant or whatever, and I want to go feed people.
Okay.
Like, I want to make sure that people in places have more food than they need. To share with other people and stuff. Like, I want to go help whatever, like, supply lines and shit.
What you doing?
So we need our Katinka.
Yes.
Who else is gonna be our booty babe? Also,
I'll interject. It is 9:20.
Yes, I know.
We need to take a break.
Well, we're gonna be very close here for a second. So, infiltration specialist. That's the last one. But we are probably not going to have time to do what he's going to propose to you tonight.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to tell you what
How
it is.
exciting.
Venwick will be like, so we need to get some more intel, and we've encountered a small problem. There is a tower to the north that sits high on the cliff. You can actually almost see it from just outside Windfall. But from the top of that tower, you can see all the way to the depths and pretty much all of the troop movement. However, the enemies have taken that tower. So when your friends are done with what they're doing, I was hoping you would lead them to quietly retake that tower. At least as quietly as possible. If you feel like any of them are going to be too loud, maybe consider leaving them, but I will trust you to put together a team that will make the most sense for this task.
How many people are there?
Not many, but they will be able to alert whether that outpost has been taken or not, and they will surely send a contingency to retake that outpost. It's very important that we hold that outpost without them knowing that we took it, so that we can monitor the troop movement, and they won't be the wiser.
Bro, you got Stealth Team Alpha Bravo 0 ready to go whenever you want us.
All right.
Duke and Valgun online, ready to go.
You guys are
Full armor.
very quiet. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for your conscription. All right, we can do that. That seems like no problem. We don't know how many though. Is it like 5? Is it like 25?
It's probably half a dozen or so. There may be a lieutenant of some kind there, keeping things under control. Someone with a little more juice to them, so watch for that. But most of the rest of people are just going to be lookouts and scouts and things like that. So you might not need everyone, but it will definitely be something you want to try to plan as best possible.
How far away is it? Is it?
It's about roughly 4 hours to the north.
Oh, that is more than a mile. Okay.
Yeah, 4 hours going slowly, which you will want to do. If you go under the cover of night, perhaps you could go a little quicker. As long as you can do it without light.
I mean, that is fine. We are all monsters here.
Darn.
No,
I forgot. I never leaned back. I hope you guys could hear me in my microphone.
Katinka. The stopwatch reaches 0.
Oh shit, you guys.
Oh god.
It's its own music.
You're sitting with your grandmother in her thing, and you're both just watching the stopwatch, and she's like, "Now, you won't technically be here, so Adrian, don't freak out." And it goes, and you're standing in a temple, and it's in the clouds, what it looks like. And it's, you look around, and it's kind of on its own landmass, and it's floating. You don't see anything below it, but there's an entrance in front of you.
I go through.
Okay, so you walk up these stairs, you see these grand spires and towers and things like that. It looks really nice. It's very bright colored stone. There's some gears kind of turning within the walls itself as you approach. You walk up to a gate, and the gate itself rises by itself. You see like gears within it that lift it up.
Shit, Katinka.
You come into a large room, and sitting on a rather nice chair is a tiefling. Purple skin. She stands up. She's like, "Come on in."
I'll walk up.
So you walk across this large ballroom, suspiciously empty, and she stands up. She comes down from this sort of raised platform that she was sitting on. She's like, come here, and she gives you a hug. She's like, "I'm Glenda. I'm your great something grandmother or whatever. A very long time, very while back. So you could call me the leader of this place, if you will, whatever title you want to make up. I don't really give a fuck. But let's get everyone else." And 40 or 50 other robed, various race, but quite a few tieflings, females, come into this council. "So, it is your time already. That was very fast. Your grandmother took quite a long time."
Okay.
Did she tell you a little bit about what we're doing here?
Nope.
Oh, well, this is very exciting then. This will be a whole learning experience for you. Well, you need to do something to restore the balance of the universe.
I know, seems really like big and grand and shit like that, but it's not usually nothing big. It's usually just tell something to somebody, steal something, write a note. It's not very big, but the impact usually is vast. Have you ever heard of like the butterfly effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little like that. Borrow a thing here, put it there, little things like that. Restoring balance. There has been a great situation that has arisen that seems like it's going to cause some catastrophic results if we don't do something about it. And that someone happens to be you. Congratulations. Anyway, trying to make this sound light and fun. First things first, we need to go borrow something. Let me tell you a little bit about what the situation is, though. First, there was a certain person who had a lover, and she was more powerful than him, and she wanted him to be as powerful as she was. So she started working on making him into the same kind of thing she was. Well, it turned out she's also kind of a bitch. And during that whole process of trying to make him more godlike like she was, she sort of got jealous of the idea that there would be someone equal to her, and stopped the ritual halfway and split him in two.
Can you describe that?
Well, geez.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there is the regular version of him, and then there's this sort of like super betrayed rage, hate, big monstery demon version of him. So the figures in this story, maybe people you're familiar with. It's best if we just jump in and start doing the work. You'll kind of see as we go here. All right? First, we have to, like I said, borrow something. This will only take a moment. And she's like... And you and her disappear. And you see Duke sitting alone in the throne room with Shuk. You look down at your hands. You don't see them. They're very invisible. Duke is sitting there staring at the stones, staring at the onyx. All right, just take this and just get a little bit of that shadowy dude. The actual shadowy dude, not the regular one. And she hands you like what looks like an ice cream scoop.
Okay.
You don't need much, just a little bit will work.
Little melon baller.
Yeah. With a little lever. Scoops it away. Okay.
Well, off you go.
Go up. Scoop her in.
All right, where do you do it on Shuk?
Choose wisely.
His shoulder.
Shoulder. So as you do that, Shuk just kind of reaches up, like scratches himself, and then goes back to just talking to Duke.
Yeah, man. Like getting kinky on my dude, bro. Yeah, it sucks about all that.
Duke's just sitting there in silence. Duke is actually currently looking at a bunch of paintings that he's pulling out of a haversack and just kind of like looking through furiously.
Oh, I still have the haversack.
Yeah.
The haversack can be useful.
But yeah, you see Duke sitting in front of the onyx and the stones. Then you also see a picture of him seeing the way you're seeing it.
Weird.
From your perspective. Mm-hmm. And it's a picture that he made. And she's like, all right, well, that'll be good. That's good. That's all we need. Off we go. And out you go.
So she sees me see a picture from her perspective that I drew.
Mm-hmm.
Mind-boggling.
You're then like kind of going through this. You're then going through this like warpy thing. Like, all right, we're going back a ways. This will take a little bit. Just hold on to that little melon ball you got there. And all right, and all right, here we go. Let's observe for a second. And you see Duke and the Raven Queen.
holding hands. And the Raven Queen, Duke much younger looking. Raven Queen like, it is such a weird feeling wanting you to be by my side at all times. I feel conflicted about the idea. But I can't deny. Having a king would be nice. And they start to engage in a ritual.
Oh no.
We could just call that sex.
It is a visceral ritual.
And
A very intimate, very.
she kind of fades back a little bit, and Duke gets enveloped in like a black mist, and then a blue flame, and then a green flame, and then she looks at Duke and she says, I'm sorry, I can't risk it. I would have an equal. I'm sorry. And Duke splits. And one version of him looks more like the Duke you know, and the other version of him is like, betrayed. Betrayal. I was betrayed. I will destroy everything. And then she waves over the
Hold on.
shadow. The shadow version of Duke, and as he starts to twist and elongate and grow horns, and is then banished. And that's where we're gonna end.
What? Oh no!
Oh shit!
I punched you in the face.
Duke wanted a promotion.
Oh snap! What? Jeez.
Dude.
That is a plot twist of plot twist.
Oh, it's so.
What the shit? No wonder I hate that guy. It's because he's mean.
Oh my god! She wanted you to kill it.
You have a lot of god powers.
So when you said you wanted to kill the Raven Queen,
Yeah.
I was like, oh. So this is going exactly. It was perfect.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no, that was like, it was, I formulated that thought in my head at one point where it was like, what would Duke do? No, she betrayed, like, this thing, and it's like, the job that I was doing was important, right? It is worth doing. The person who is the leadership behind the job isn't worthy of giving it to people. What do? I am going to kill it. Right? And so it's like, cool, now I have people, I have a family, I'm going to figure out how to kill a god.
So with that, the Sunless Sky have prepared the setting for the final battle.
I just gotta get through Melethor.
Katinka is currently in the time stream messing with shit.
Jesus.
That was intense.
And we'll come back soon with the actual finale of Windfall. Ah! Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Oh my god.